5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tits up, showtime. Screen comes on. Da-dum-da-dum. Make your final adjustments before you get going. And the light is green. The trap is clean. Can everybody hear me? Everything looks like it's moving in the right direction. Gen X Talks live stream. It is a Tuesday. It says right in the corner there that is July 2nd. We're broadcasting from San Antonio, Texas. Or 200 feet below occupied California. Take your pick. All right. I tell you, I step on my dick. I get in such stupid arguments with my wife over stuff. She, the whole day I'm wearing my shirt, messing up my shirt, got food on my shirt. She comes in right before the show, says, okay, now right before the show, like always, we'll give you a clean shirt. And here's your clean, and if I haven't, I've had it on 5 minutes and I'm already messing up the clean shirt. And I just look over at her and she just literally shaking her head like, I can't believe you are this dumb. Why on earth did I marry you? And I say, well, it's because I'm handsome. I just point like this and go, this is why you got married. Not much up here. Lots right here. All right. Anyway, welcome to the show. Bottom of the Glass Nation. That's right. We are Generation X, which makes all of us extras. We are a Legion of X. We have formed a Bottom of the Glass Nation. And that's what we do here is we apply common sense and reason to everything we see around us, and everybody else can get the fuck out of our way because that's just how we roll. All right, so now we got that out of the way. All the pleasantries. I would be drinking tonight. I got some. I took this out of the truck. This is my driving whiskey, and I don't know driving whiskey. It's in the pocket of the. You guys don't have driving whiskey? Wow. Well. All right, make me feel awkward and left out in the cold. Anyway, I took this out of the truck. This is my driving whiskey. I might sip on it tonight. Depends on how your comments go. It depends on what kind of a mood you all put me in. We'll see how that goes. I might drink. Anyway, just letting you know I do have it there, but everybody can raise a glass right now. Circle the wagons. I need you to put the cat out, let the dog in, pull the blinds, sit back in your chair with an adult beverage in each hand, and let's watch the show. Why is the cat out and the dog in? Because cats don't like the show. Dogs do. All right, good. Glad you're coming along with me on that. So we get some of the important stuff out of the way. I don't often like to throw my wife under the bus, but today she's a pretty easy target. It is 100% her fault that there was no podcast this week. Yeah. When we had time to do it in the hotel room, she didn't come back. No. I did. She didn't. Then we said, well, we'll do it when we get home. 2 days, she went in the bedroom, got in that bed, pain in her lower back, dealing with me all weekend. So now she's finally up and about. Today's the first day, and she can do something, and we're at Tuesday already. We're at Tuesday, so what am I supposed to do? Put one out today and then put one out on Thursday? I don't know. So we decided, we had a staff meeting today. We had an internal family staff meeting, which just means my wife yelled at me for about 10 minutes in my big brown chair in the living room. Well, that counts as a staff meeting. And we decided a few things because we did miss an awful lot of programming when we were gone. You guys know we were at VidCon. We talked about that on Saturday. I did a Saturday show. But we thought, what we need to do next time. This is the part she yelled at me. I got my marching orders. I got my instructions. Next time we're going to miss a podcast and we're going to completely miss it, we're going to schedule a rerun. Now, for those of you that are Generation X, you know what a rerun already is. And for those of you that don't know what a rerun is, that means you're young, you're too young to be on this live stream. Please leave, go look up, educate yourself, Google, whatever you're going to do on what a rerun is. And then when you come back, we can go along. Okay, good. So we're going to pick an old podcast, maybe one from a couple years ago that's really popular that you guys may not remember, or maybe you haven't scrolled back that far to take a look at. I'll have a little announcement. Hey, it's me. It's Dave. This is a rerun. This is a recap. This is a reboot, just to let you guys know. It won't just be putting it up there and pretending it's current. No. But we'll do that with all the shows. I'm even thinking on putting together a best of, like a best of world show or a best of bottom of the glass show. Go way back and put some slices together. That way, when we put something out there, we can schedule something, we can drop something, you guys can see it, right? Wouldn't that be a good idea? Yeah. So I got yelled at. I got my marching orders. That's the way. So we won't technically miss another show. There won't be a big gaping hole in the space-time continuum where Gen X Talks is supposed to be. No, we'll move right along. So we can start with the apologies. I do apologize for messing up that schedule. It was very difficult with what we were trying to do. and you know that it's all about content. I think I've kept up in other areas quite nicely, though. Would you not agree? We have put out a bunch of stuff, especially since we got back. I've been Johnny on it. I've been Johnny goddamn on it. All right. So there goes the apology. That's the apology tour, and it's over. So we're starting right on time. If you're not on the bus, Loud One is driving the bus, and it's a big old Partridge Family bus, and this is a Gen X Talks bus, it's a Bottom of Glass Nation bus. If you didn't get on and find a seat, you're already done, because he's hitting third gear by the end of the driveway, and now all you can do is watch us do laps. All right. We're talking about the podcast, talking about extras. Oh, I know one thing I want to talk about. Let's go to the drag and drop section of the program real quick, and then we'll go to Gen X Mom to see what she has between the sheets. But before she does, two things real quick. One, we are in full swing. It's political season around here. It's politics, and it's already started. The platforms are pulling down the notifications. The platforms are pulling down conservative channels. We know people that work at almost all of the platforms, and they can take a peek at some of this stuff because they're on that side of the dial. And every platform is pulling back and squashing. Shadow banning is the term they all pretend they don't do, but we all know they do. And so if you join Patreon, you get an email. That's all I'm going to tell you. There's a lot of stuff in our Patreon site. No. A lot of stuff. But you get an email that says, hey, we're going live. Then you can watch us wherever you want. You can watch it on Rumble, you can Facebook, you can watch it on YouTube. Gotcha. But you got to have Patreon. There's no way for me to send you anything other than hope that they tell you the notification. And we get so many emails. Or look at some of the old shows in the comments. I didn't know it was on. I got no notification. Nobody told me. It happens all the time. And in a political season, the more conservative common sense channels get censored more than anybody. Just letting you guys know, Patreon, so all the moderators can put up a link on Patreon. If your page doesn't have a good moderator, if your platform doesn't have a good moderator, everything I'm showing you can always find at genxtalks.com. Yeah. genxtalks.com, the webpage, is your substitute moderator when you have a shitty moderator. Yeah, it's true. It's a true story. Or it's true. It's a story. All right. So we told about the podcast. What happened? We did apologize. Well, I apologized.
What do I have to apologize for?
Because you helped make, you didn't help with the podcast. Did you have to make the podcast go? No. You're equally responsible in the apology department.
You have 3 years of podcasts to choose from.
We didn't do that in time, though. You've already yelled at me about doing it. I'll do it next time. What I'm referring to is the fact that you need to take a little bit of responsibility that you let the people down.
Hell no.
My God. You see what I deal with? You see that? Jesus flat out says, no, I'm not apologizing for shit. True Gen X are there forever. All right.
I'm holding him in suspense.
So I do want to talk about this. Then we'll go back to anything between the sheets. If you guys have been writing stuff down, we have moderators. We have moderators on every platform, everywhere across the board. If you write something funny, clever, witty, or if you're angry, the moderator on your platform, Josh Maddox, is on Rumble. Trippy Pineapple is on YouTube. And Sammy Joe, she's covering Facebook. They will copy and paste it. I will get to read it. So hang around. If they say we copied and pasted yours, hey, we put your thing in the queue, they'll let you know. Say, hey, Bob, I put your question out there. I'll get to it. It's in the sheets, man. My wife is in the sheets. When my wife is in the sheets, I'm very attentive. Don't forget that. All right, so here we go. One thing I want to talk about, see if you can get some help here. You guys remember Chef John, the Chef John story. We met him out on our way back from hiding a gold coin in Winslow, Arizona. One of the gold coins, coin number 12, was hidden there on the corner of Winslow, Arizona, just like the Eagles song. We met John, and we had a steak, and we became friends. He's coming out to the barbecue, but he needs our help. Let me clarify this. He needs your help for a vote. It's a free vote. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass to click here, click there, click this, up, down, back, right, left, forward, yin, yang. Got you. But you can do it for him, and it's free. You can buy votes, but it's free. Just the free vote is what he needs. Now, the bad news is it's only on Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook account, don't bother clicking. You can't go. You can't help. In this venture, you're completely useless, and that's okay. There's a lot of people that hate Facebook. I got you. I'm not upset at all if you can't help out, but there's a lot of you. There's 300 and some thousand on one and 400 and some thousand on the other. There's a lot of you that can help. Now, I've only put this out for members And on you for you guys tonight, I'm going to open that up. I'm going to put it out on the regular site, see if we can't draw some people in for some votes. But if you can, push through and give him a vote. It takes a minute or two of your time, but he's one of us. He's just like you guys. We would do this for you guys. This is a big thing for him. And if we can help him get across the finish line, hey, in the first half hour that we put this up there, you guys took him, it's a little roster, from 7th place to 6th place in 30 minutes. I'd like to get him to first place. I'm not going to buy votes for him. Not going to do that. I think collectively enough of us can get together. So there you go. I'm just asking for your help. All the moderators can put it up again. If you don't have a moderator who's worth a shit, go to genxtalks.com and scroll down. It's on the website. I put it up on the website with the picture, the link, and get going. It's a Facebook gig. If you can help, please do so. Chef John's a great guy. When you guys meet him at the barbecue, you are going to feel blessed that this guy breezed through your life the same way I feel. I feel privileged to know this guy. So help out if you can. Let's go back to the other part of the program. All right, Gen X Mom, what do you have between the sheets? Sweetheart, love of my life.
Jennifer Whitehead, member for 16 months. Handsome General, glad to be here with you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Top Notch Rule, member for 21 months. We're creeping up on our year 2.
Get this big blue too.
Michael Callahan on Facebook. Make me laugh. Drink with me. Let's have some fun, brother. 100 stars sent.
My man, 100 stars sent on Facebook. Thank you very much for the donation.
Kelly Dix on Facebook. Hi, all. 150 stars sent.
Kelly Dix. I swear to God, we need to make a parody. So we got to make a video of making fun of porn, and the girl's name has got to be Kelly Dix. That's a perfect porn name. Absolutely. I mean, just outstanding. Well done to your parents.
Tommy Henlin on YouTube. Did the kid finish repairing his vehicle?
2 things. One, I just thought of something. Kelly Dix's mom or mother-in-law has got to be Mrs. Dix. That's funny, too. The kid scrambled to... let me back up. I was trying to teach the kid how to, in responsibility, we were gone out of town to Reno for 4 or 5 days, and I told him there's some dresser drawers that are broken. They're old. They have little runners and rails and guides. And I said, I want you to fix those before I got back. You got 4 days. He didn't. He just pushed the drawers in and goes, it's fine. And it wasn't. They were all broken. So he wanted help one day putting his truck back together. This is getting to your question. And he wanted help putting his truck back together and getting the AC going and stuff. Then I said, well, I'll help you the same way you help me. It's been a week, and the screwdriver, the little screw gun, and the screws and all the pieces of one of the dressers is still laying on my bedroom floor. It's been a week. Didn't even clean up. I said, if you get off your ass and quit being lazy and go, let's finish that job, I will finish your job. So instead of going and finishing the dresser drawers, he just went and finished his truck. He got it put together. The compressor's on, but the system is dirty. It needs to be cleaned. The hoses are on, but not correctly, but they're on. He got the belt on so he can drive, power steering, water pump, everything's going. But it is minimal put together so he can move. No air conditioning. No, none at all. I've got all the gear here, and I got the Freon here. He hasn't, but just like the other day, he came in and said, "Hey, he moved out. You guys know he moved out." It says, "Can I take one of the TVs, like the TV in my room?" And it wasn't a gift for him. That was a family TV. He wanted the TV and something. Oh, the Apple TV. He wanted an Apple TV, and he wanted he wanted the TV off the wall. And I said, well, tell you what, since you're moved out and you want a trash tray, I'll tell you, I said, bring me something to eat for breakfast. And I'll let you have it. That's pretty cheap. You didn't get a TV and an Apple TV and the cords and everything for the price of, $8 or $10 from McDonald's for a breakfast or whatever you want to get. Little breakfast burrito someplace. And in typical kid fashion, he says, well, I'll tell you what, I'll catch it. Let me take all the TV and the Apple stuff now. And, I'll bring it. I said, no. And that was the first time I have said, no, you're not doing this Popeye Wimpy. For those of you who remember Popeye, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. And then Tuesday never comes. And that's the way all my kids have been. He was no different. So I told him no. He goes, you're really not going to let me take it? I said, no. I said, when you want it, you go get the fucking food and you bring it back here early, and then you can have the TV. Guess what? Still hasn't been back. Because it wasn't convenient. It wasn't like, well, I just want to take it right now. So in that globe, in that mentality, got caught up in the truck repair because I wasn't going to give the truck repair without this over here. You see what I did there? And we're kind of in a holding pattern. I don't know if he's ever going to do it. Well, we'll see. He may never have AC in that until he takes it to a place to have it fixed, which would be about $400 or $500. We'll see how that goes. But that answers your question. Yes, Jack, back to you, Gen X mom.
Hang on one second. Tabitha Ray says, wonder what Kelly Dick's AI picture would look like.
Oh my God. I got to do that. I got to ask AI to generate a picture of, I don't think they'll do anything pornographic. I mean, it'd probably be one you'd have to pay for because the free AI generators that you can just download, I don't think they would do it, but that would be really interesting.
You would pay for it just to see that.
I'd pay for it just to see what Kelly Dick's picture came out like. What does Skynet think Kelly Dick's looks like? Yes, I'd want to know. From Terminator 2 right to your home. All right, what else?
All right, Dan Daniel on Facebook. We getting 2 hours worth of podcasts this week?
That was a consideration. It actually, because we're going to record it, we got, we take notes on stuff to remind us of the stories and things we forget about who did what. And now we have 2 weeks of that. Plus, a lot of it was from VidCon. Plus, I never did tell you guys the hotel story where the fire alarm went off. Yeah, so I will see how long. I guarantee it'll be over an hour.
Yes, and it is on 4th of July on Thursday, but we are staying home for 4th of July because we tired.
I was talking to Jade. We can say her name now because Chris Cuomo put it out there, so now she knows her name. Jade, the millennial daughter. Actually, she's Gen Z, who's 1 foot in, 1 foot out the door. That story on the podcast. If you're keeping up, there's new stuff on the horizon about that coming out too in that saga. Anyway, I sat with her today and I told her, I said, she comes as, what are you doing for the 4th of July? I said, nothing. She goes, wait a minute, you and mom aren't doing anything? Our house has been the block party, the pool party, the music, the fireworks, the illegal fireworks, the biggest. I go, we're done with all that. We had 25 years or so of that where we were the place to be in the neighborhood. It was absolutely, you wanted to go to our house and hang out for 4th of July because it was a banger. Nothing. I'm not buying a firework.
We're going to be here with Bottom of the Glass Nation.
We're going to be here. We're going to be sitting. We're doing this. And then when I'm done with Bottom of the Glass, I'm going to very quietly go inside, put my feet up and watch some TV or something, get caught up on a movie. I'm going to order a pizza. I'm not doing anything. My days of making big homemade explosions and rushing to the ER and having the entire neighborhood want to come down here and having 100 kids and their parents all sitting in our cul-de-sac in lawn chairs, which we have pictures of that, lawn chairs lining the cul-de-sac as we not doing it. I'm done. I've put in my time for God and country. It's time to sit and relax. All right, Gen X Mom.
All righty. Sweets, member for 17 months. John Morgan, $5. One more reason to cheer for MAGA. Can you imagine the party he'll plan for America's 250th birthday?
Can't even imagine that. Okay, for that, I might come out of retirement. I might come out of retirement for that one right there.
John Parise on Facebook. You got to do a best of General's lunchbox for us, OG Facebook followers.
Yeah, boy, John Parise is right there. For a lot of you don't know that we had a show for about a year called the General's Lunchbox. We used to do it, I think it was about 11 or 11:30 to 12:30. I think it was Mondays and Wednesdays, then went to Wednesdays, but it just couldn't gain any traction. We thought we'd do it when people were in the middle of the day because a lot of people were home. It just didn't work, so we ended up. But that's a throwback. Anybody who remembers the General's lunchbox show,
that's a long time ago.
A long time ago. The only thing that remains of that era of the General's Lunchbox is the General's Lunchbox Facebook page, which is where you guys can go, and it's $1, but it has all of the history of Gen X Talks that is not for public consumption, just for you guys, members only.
I have a little side note. Shh, nobody's listening, okay?
No, nobody.
Hey, the squared circle with Tech Dumb Jad, he said, tell the General,
yeah, I
will get that stream key info ASAP.
Okay.
I just wanted to check in and say hello.
Hey, just on the down low, he's going to get that. Tell him he's a fucking liar.
Okay.
And tell him he's full of shit. Tell him that every time we talk about that, he's one of the few guys that has my personal cell phone number. Okay. And we talk and he goes, okay, I'll get that for you. Next month I go, hey, do you got those numbers for me? He goes, oh, yeah, I'll get that for you. Okay. It has been 7 fucking months. Tech dumb dad with your circle meets a square, fucking playing what tic-tac-toe game? Who was the announcer for Tic-Tac-Toe? Who was that guy?
I don't know.
Can't remember I remember his face. Can't remember his name. You guys remember Tic-Tac-Toe? Remember the circle at the square and the celebrities? That's Tech Dumb Dad. He's fucking right there in the center, fucking everything up. Of course, when he makes it right, it's boom, boom, and everything's good. But when he's not, god damn it. I love the guy. It's a good thing I love the guy. We'd have problems. Lots of problems.
All right. Kailash, member for 16 months. Am I the crazy or crazy or enjoying this? Either way, I'm still here. Thanks for keeping it interesting and fun.
Kailash, my man.
Loud one, $5. Stress relief engaged. Nitrous works on a diesel, apparently. We were doing 90 by the end of the driveway.
Yeah. Okay, stop with that diesel shit. The bus, the Gen X Talks bus does not run on diesel, okay? And it doesn't even have a big block Chevy in it. It's got a small block Chevy in it, okay? 4-bolt main and Camelback humps. That's because that's what I put in it. Deal with it, loud one. All right, go.
Oh, you still want me to continue?
Well, one more round, and then I'm cutting you
Mr.
off.
Fatty, member for 27 months.
Wow,
that's a shit ton of months.
That's a shit ton of months. You know what? We're going to have a 36-month logo. See, everyone on YouTube has got the one. They got their big red 1. That means they've been a year as a member. Anybody who's got their big blue 2 years. We're actually coming. There's people that are going to get a third one. We're going to have to come with a 3. We're going to have to make that green. Like, it's got a rhyme. Big red 1, big blue 2, little green 3 years. I don't know.
What the hell? He says, Mr. Fatty says.
Mr. Fatty.
Or if you get smoke signals, then show up to the 17 minutes of intro, then get sidetracked by puppy videos on the shorts and miss half of the show.
He just called our intro 17 minutes. The 17-minute intro. Oh, my God. All right.
All right. Continue on.
All right. So let me jump over here. Let's go back to where we were. Bum, 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 bum. The drag and drop section of the program is brought to you by Xanax. I'm not nervous anymore. All right. For those of you, you know what?
Oh, wait. I have something funny to tell you.
What?
Hey, wait. You go okay? Kelly Dix on Facebook says, my father's name is Bob and his brother's name is Max.
Bob Dix. Bob and Dix. And then Max Dix. Wow. Your parents were not kind to your brothers. Well, you know what? That'd be it. Can you imagine being in high school and you walk up and some girl says, what's your name? You go, they call me Dix. Max Dix. That's right, Max Dix. My brother, Bob and Dix. Bob Dix. You get it. I think that's probably, but I guess Kelly Dix, just the last name was enough. Wonder what her middle name is.
I'm sure she'll
Kelly, there's got to be a middle name in there that we might be able to do something with there. All right. Back to what I was trying to talk about. Oh, I know something to get out of the way. Let me go back here and get out of the way. There are a lot of you who have asked, and I'm not talking to any of you. A lot of you have sent me emails. I'm not replying to any of you. A lot of you have wondered what's going on and what I'd like to say. I'm not answering any of those questions. I am talking to the Sun Valley Fox's wife, my sister-in-law. She's Saint, and Saint Donna, yeah. And just to square some stuff away. I think of all the things we've heard recently, and I'm not going to rehash some of the more trivial things that the obvious things that we've all processed about the political aspects of Trump and Biden. One of the big ones in my mind was about the Supreme Court, and they've come down with a bunch of decisions lately. But one that seems to be giving people the most confusion, which I'll just simplify it for you, and these are broad strokes, so it'll be really easy for people to say, my name is Fun Fact Freddy, and just to be sure, that's not exactly what was said. It's not exactly how you apply it. Okay, fuck off. All right? I'm not asking you to be part of the program. In fact, I'm telling you to leave. I'm just saying that I want to explain something. So they on Trump's presidential immunity, it does not give him complete immunity on anything. In fact, the Supreme Court, which they do often, is they don't make a ruling on something and say, here is the law, deal with it. Sometimes what they did with this, they said some of the things that presidents do in the normal course of their job, you can't prosecute them for it. That's what they're telling you. And what they told the lower courts, they often kick these things back to the lower courts with some instructions and say, look, we're not going to pick this thing apart. There's 700 things here. Let me just tell you, some of these things that came to us, He has presidential immunity on. He's just doing his job. Maybe some not, but some he does. Now, we're giving the lower court some instruction. Figure this shit out. We don't got time to sit and hash out each one of these, but we're telling you, you got to fucking straighten your shit out here on this. And they gave it back to the lower court. Now, if the lower court judges happen to all be very liberal, say, well, okay, I understand what you say. Every one of these, yeah, he has no immunity. He's fucked. That could be the case, in which, if they've already said that, which they did, and it already went to the Supreme Court, if it has to go back to the Supreme Court again, because they're not following the instructions, it never turns out good for the lower courts. They get a black mark on their fucking record that stays with them forever. So they have to go back and decide, well, which one of these, and let me give you an example. And I'll go to an extreme example. If a president of the United States says, you know what, I'm sick of Iran, drop a bunch of bombs, wipe those fuckers out. So they go out there, they drop bombs, they kill a bunch of people, and then they come back and say, if Trump did that, the Democrats may come back and say, well, we're putting you on trial for murder. You murdered these people. Well, technically, yeah, but I was president, was protecting the country, and went to war, dropped some bombs. It's murder. It's murder, you asshole. You murdered people, and you murdered innocent people, and you murdered bad guys, and you murdered everybody in between, and you're guilty of murder. Well, no, I was president. Now, most of us within reason would say that's covered under, the president's doing his job. What president could do their job if they lived under the fear of every decision they make, they're going to go to jail over it? You can't do that. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's wrong. Okay. So what they want to do now is they want to say, well, okay, what about his speech on January 6th? He gave a speech and said, all right, let's go to the Capitol. Let's make our voices be heard, blah, blah, blah. And they say, well, you incited an insurrection. You incited a riot. You're going to jail. Now, Trump's going to say, well, I was operating as the president. Well, you were the president. Does that fall under the, I mean, it's not as serious as, the bombs and I kill 1,000 people. But do you see where I'm going with this? There, and that's what the Supreme Court said. Some of these things clearly fall under presidential, conduct, and you need to straighten this shit out. Some may not, but you definitely have some shit you're fucked up here on. You're wrong, and it shouldn't even be before us, but it is, so we're handling it. We're giving the lower court some instructions. Now go back and figure it out. Now, they go back and they have to figure it out, and the lawyers start all over again. And you got to remember, if this stretches out to where Trump becomes president, pretty much all of it goes away. They're almost every court case goes away. They'll still act out a few of them, but once he's president, he can forgive himself and he can excuse himself, he can pardon himself, and they all know this, so it's just a waste of time. A lot of these things go away. But I think it's important because the only reason the Democrats are crying like a bunch of fucking babies is because it's Trump. If this exact thing had happened to one of their guys in office, every news outlet, every liberal, every Democrat, every progressive would, you heard the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court's always right. The Supreme Court said our guy has some immunity. The Supreme Court has spoken, and we're just going to have to abide by what the Supreme Court says. Only because it's not their guy, they're throwing, hey, he's a king. He's a king. Did you hear that? Hey, Trump is now a king. Can you believe that he has the powers of a king? Really? Now think about every person who said that. And when you hear it again, I want you to look at who's saying it and put a big frame around them and label it dumb shit. Okay? It's real simple. He's a king. You've now given him the authority, the immunity. But just a king can do whatever. Really? So all of a sudden, everything we have, our checks and balances have just gone away? No. Not at all. Can't they still impeach him? Isn't there still impeachment process? If he behaves drastically incorrectly, don't we still have the impeachment process? I mean, if he's a king, there's no impeachment. In fact, if they ever try to impeach Trump, they try to impeach Trump at his next round as president. We should walk up and go, oh, you can't impeach him anymore. He's a king. Remember? Remember when you said that? Remember back when you said that? He's a king, and you were making fun of it. And so you can't impeach him. He's a king. Remember, you said so. Well, didn't mean, king is a bit. We're going to impeach him. And no. You said he was a king, dipshit. So are you fucking lying back then, or are you a dipshit now? Or both? But here's the old, he's a king. He's a king. You've just made Trump a king. Really? Cool. So we're never voting again. We're never voting for another president again. When the elections come up in 2028, go, put away the machines. Don't bother. He's a king. Yeah, he's in. We're good. Oh, well, we're going to vote. He's not a king. I'm sorry. See, you said he was a king. You kept repeating he was a king. You made the Supreme Court look bad because they just made him a king. But now you say you want to vote him out because it's 2028. You want to impeach him? Okay, listen, is he a king or not? Pick one. Pick one lie and stick to it. Can you do that? Can you pick one lie and stick to it? So anytime you hear, it's just goddamn tragedy, he's now a king. Freeze frame that. Screenshot it, right dumbass on it, because every single person that says that has their head so far up their ass they can't see straight. Just remember that. I'm dumbing it down. I'm making it simple, but that's it. The Supreme Court said it back, said, hey, there's some rules here. There is some, you can't fuck a president up on everything. Some of it's their job, man. Let them do their job. They got to be protected to do their job. And some of the shit you got to figure out. Now, go do it. Don't make us do it. That's all it said. But as usual, the press gets it wrong. Just like when the whole abortion, now abortion's illegal. Now they've ruined abortion. No, they just turned it back over to the states. Now each state can decide. That's all they said. But that's never what you hear. So I just try to strip it down to some of the finer points that get things across the finish line. I do that for my sister-in-law because I love her to death. And I make it simple so she can get past the gobbledygook and write that down. And she got it. And now we're good. So, Donna, I love you. I'll see you when I see you. And I did that for you. Everybody else, if you were listening in, that's a benefit for all of you. Let's go back to Gen X Mom Between the Sheets. Sweetheart, what have you got?
Hang on one second. I got to switch over.
Hurry up.
Kenny Cab, $5. What would you do if your son said he has pronouns?
What would I do if my son said he had pronouns?
First, I'd have him answer, what is a pronoun?
Yeah, I'd say, what is a pronoun? go down the checklist of stuff.
Remember
what's a pronoun?
I said, if you can only use a word if you know what it means.
That's been a rule in our family since the kids were little kids. And they'd say something, and my wife would come in and say, you can't use that word unless you know what it means. And they had to describe it accurately. They couldn't just throw out shit they heard in the schoolyard. No. Yeah, so what would I do if he had pronouns? I'd tell him, well, you know what? Live your life the way you want, but I'm not using your fucking pronouns. Okay, you can have pronouns all you want, but as soon as you cross the line and start telling me what to do with my life, you fucking just kick the Constitution in the fucking balls, and I'm not doing it. That'd be the short version.
All right, Jerry Perkins on Facebook. Don't be picking on the Queen, Gen X Mom, or the Princess, Sammy Jo.
Oh my God. Why not? The Queen and Sammy Jo are fucking easy targets. Don't pick on them.
Stephen Boza on Facebook. As a millennial, is it normal that I agree with your ideologies? Just curious.
No, not for you. It's not. But it doesn't matter. If you think Gen X, if you behave Gen X, if you converse Gen X, pick up your shit and drag it across the line. We'll welcome you over on our side of the fence. Absolutely, regardless of age. It didn't matter. Just get over here. We have cookies. You like it on our side. Let's go. All right.
Daniel on Facebook. Whatever happened to you shaving and cutting your hair? Seems you are not at your goal.
Yeah, you know what? I did get to, if you guys go to the Fat Guy page, genxtalks.com has tons of stuff. You can spend hours there. But if you sneak around and find the Fat Guy page and kind of skim through where we're at. So I hit a goal almost. I was just away from the goal. That's really close. That's my really close noise. And then today I woke up and I had gained a little bit. So, but I want to shave when I get confidently under my weight goal. Then we're going back to the fat goat. It'll look something like this. And then I'm going to cut all this off and we're going to go short. Although I think I'm going to miss it because now I've kind of got, this is now the look of the general. This is now the general's look, full beard, full hair, angry, hat down. Rah. That's the new look, man. That's what should go on cereal boxes, man. And for like Wheaties.
Yeah, as a serial killer.
No, Breakfast of Champions, Wheaties, man.
No.
But I'm just gonna feel like I'm gonna shave it and cut it and go, no, this isn't the general's look anymore, and then I'm gonna feel bad. That's what I think. So I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm not there yet. I'm still trying to get under my weight. Go ahead.
All right. James Carlisle just subscribed on Facebook. Been listening for a couple of months. So welcome, James, over on Facebook.
Thanks, my man.
Sean MacArthur's in the house on Facebook. 200 stars for the happy couple. Glad to be a part of the Bottom of the Glass Nation. You guys rock.
Never forgets us.
Loud one, $5. If Kelly's middle name is Swallow, then it's her verified her parents hated her. And
It's not going to be her middle name.
Kelly Dix on Facebook says, my middle initial is L. Is it loves, likes, or licks?
I was going to say likes.
She's such a good player.
She is. She's a good sport, I tell you.
Kenny Cab.
Kenny Cab. Turn my whole
$20.
screen orange.
Back in 77, when we were teenagers, we would look up funny names in the phone book and make prank calls. One time it was Omer Dick. He answered and my friend grabbed the phone and shouted, oh, my dick hurts. Scott Aarons, handsome general, and Mama X. Here's a name I'm surprised I hadn't heard by now. Geritol Joe, LOL. Do you think they'll replace Biden, and if so, with whom?
The only viable candidate, you guys heard all the names. I mean, Michelle Obama, but she doesn't want it. And she could probably get it because everyone would know that you'd have a third term for Barack. That's all she'd have to say is, all right, vote for me and you get him. That would be it. But the other one, the big name is Gavin Newsom. There's a few other names floating around, but they couldn't beat Trump. I think the only way they'd have a shot at Gavin Newsom coming in is if they did it so late that he couldn't be exposed. And what I mean by that is, what if you put him on the ballot a week before the elections and said, hey, vote for Gavin Newsom, he's our guy. And then the Republicans ran around, no, he's bad. Look what he's done. You don't have time to get the message out. People vote for him. But there's a couple problems with that. Number one, the biggest issue across all of America, Democrat and Republican, every poll, every time, every place, every gender, every age, is immigration and the economy. That's the biggest thing on anybody's mind. Well, I live in California. Gavin Newsom has fucked up both of those in California. He cannot come in and say, I know what the biggest concerns on your mind are, and I'm here to tell you, look at California. We solved it out there. We kicked the shit out of those problems, and we're doing great. No, he can't say that. He's absolutely ruined it and fucked it up and made it worse. So nobody the entire country, Republican or Democrat, would look at him and go, no, not more of this shit. That would be a tough sell. Also, I don't think he wants it. I think he wants the presidency. I don't think he wants to do it right now and lose. I think there's a part of Gavin going, look, why would I step in and probably lose? I want to come in and win. I'll wait till 2020. You guys fucking clean up this mess. I'll go. Biden's my guy. Biden. Just Biden. Just if you fuck it up, you fuck it up. I'll come in 2028 and do it my way. I'm not so sure he wants to step in and lose. So there's that. Those are my two thoughts there.
Alrighty. Phil's Garage, $10. Throw up a cheers in the comments. Members, viewers, mods, and Mama X, if you agree that the general deserves a once-a-month weekend off between Bottom of the Glass Saturday to Bottom of the Glass Tuesday. $10 to September Supplies Solo Cups.
Who put that up there?
Phil's Garage.
Is that Phil? Phil, listen, buddy, I love you. You know I do. We've met. We know each other. I can't do that. I gotta push hard all the way through December. I gotta come up with new stuff. We want to do another, either if we don't do a 24-hour show, we want to do another 6, 8, 10, 12-hour show. Remember the old school days when we did it? Remember the first 24-hour show we tried and we failed? We got like 17 hours in and everybody just gave up tired. Then the next time we did it, we have a 24-hour show that I actually have the recording of. We did 24 hours. We did it in shifts. We made it the whole time, the whole way through. That was really good. We haven't done one of those in, I don't know, a year and a half, maybe 2 years. But we got to do some stuff like that. I want to push real hard the content. I want to keep up the content solid all the way to the end. I put up that picture in a quick statement, and everybody just corrected my spelling because I was hurrying typing, so I had to go back and fix my spelling. I put up a picture of you and I in our podcast thing with a picture of Adam Carolla.
Okay.
Nobody on all the platforms, all the member stuff for members only. Nobody cared. Nobody said, well, what does that mean? What are you doing? Are you going to be on his show? Is he going to be on yours? Nobody even asked. Nobody fucking cared. And that would be like this monumental big thing for Gen X Talks, to have a guy, and he's very conservative. He's on Fox all the time, telling it straight. And he's in LA. He's near us. We'd actually go hang out and have lunch with that dude for a day and go, hey, here's what we're thinking. But no one even asked. So I stopped talking about it. Like, well, fuck it. If nobody cares, nobody cares. That was a big fucking thing to put up there. Now, and you know what? Also getting Chris Cuomo on his show and getting his personal cell phone number. And everybody knows that I got his personal cell phone number and passed it out. It was very respectful of the fact that the guy even, lowered himself in his stature of Hollywood and TV and movies and podcasting and journalism. We're way down here, and he's way up there with his audience, his money, and I get it. Even though we believe different things completely, we're not in his league at all as far as audience goes and his production. We get it, but he was nice enough to bend his knee and give that to me. No one has asked me in 2 weeks, have you called him? Have you texted him?
Even your wife.
You didn't ask either. No one has. No one, and I have texted him, and no one's even asked.
Save it for the podcast.
Fuck that! I'm not telling anybody. If nobody cares
Save
before,
it for the podcast.
No.
I'm putting it in the podcast notes.
No, I don't care. If you didn't ask before, you don't get to know later. Just because I brought it up, you can't go, oh yeah, General. By the way, did Chris ever text you back? How did that go? What's going on there, buddy? Well, what's going on with that picture with Adam Carolla? No, if you didn't ask, you didn't want to know. That's the rule. So fuck off. I'll just keep that shit to myself. I try to share. I try to be open. I'm open kimono with you people. And then you know what you do? You kick me in the nuts and you tie my kimono back shut. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. Leave me crying on the side of the road in the rain. All right, hydrating.
Sandy, they're so dumb. Congress impeaches, the Senate convicts, and refers to the DOJ for changes. Charges? She says charges. I'm sure it's changes. Love and miss you all.
Who said that?
Sandy.
I don't know that's the way that works. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to get into that, but I think there was a step.
Insurmountable Cali Cat, $100.
50 for each of her big boobs. Yes.
For our king and queen of rearing children to have a night out for yourselves now that they have successfully raised the last little one into a man on his own, or for whatever you need towards the new home to come. Congratulations to the new chapter.
You have no idea. Cali Cat, thank you. First of all, thank you for saying that we raised all of our kids successfully, because I know that's a measure of degree. So we'll play our odds, and we're like, well, we got 8, and is it 6? 6 are doing well, 2 are fucked up. Then 6 out of 8 is pretty good odds. We'll take the success on the curve, and if we grade on a curve, we're doing well. All right. So thank you for that. But you have no idea right now at this particular time with all the stuff that we've got going on, and we're trying to buy that property. And you guys, if any of you who have gone to buy a house or do some stuff and you're trying to juggle things, or even move into a new house, or rent a house or rent a big apartment, and all your cash flow gets sucked up. Right now, my butthole is puckering with everything I'm trying to do and get done. So Callie, when you did that for that $100 and all the 5s and 10s, 100 stars, 200 stars on Facebook, you have no idea how inside I'm going, yeah, fuck yeah, it's good, because it helps push I got to take all of my money that I normally put into Gen X Talks, and now I got to go do this, and I have to go do it. I'm already in it, which means everything here begins to suffer. So when you guys support that, you notice any new advertisers coming along? Jacob's working some stuff out, but nobody's really signing any big checks yet. So right now it's all you guys, and I can't tell you how blessed we are to have friends like you. Thank you so much for doing that. Callie, I know that was a big amount for you, and I'm sure right now Disney Kid is probably passed out. He's drunk, and you got into his wallet, got his credit card, and hooray for you. Hooray for you for doing that. That is a big girl.
That's my girl.
That's my girl. You did in there, and you take that wallet, you take that card, and you spend it where you think it needs to be spent.
Get him when he's down. You go, girl.
And I'm not going to be upset that you spent it on Gen X Talks. Well done, young lady. Well done. All right. What else you got?
Scott Royston gifted 5 memberships tonight to Jandy G, Bob K, MIT, John Wright, Johnny 3-Bar, and Veteran Outdoorsman. They all got memberships tonight.
There's a dude named Johnny 3-Bar?
That's what it is.
That's fucking cool. Johnny 3-Bar. I'm Johnny 3-Bar.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Dalman Channel, woohoo! He got his 1 year tonight.
Dalman Channel got his big red one.
Yes. So, Kenneth Booth on Facebook.
Yeah.
I got to know, do you guys have merch available on your site?
What a sore subject.
We have a few things.
We pulled down a lot of the stuff because we're trying to get on the Shopify thing, but the Shopify thing, we've been doing that for 5 months now, and everybody has fucked it up. When I went to VidCon, I did show some of the messages that we're getting that are blocking our Shopify from going places and doing things.
You talked to him at VidCon too, didn't you?
What did I just say?
I was reading.
I'm literally in the middle of my
You know
excuse. Say
what?
when I
Shut
went to VidCon, I did have the opportunity to sit with someone at YouTube and show
now I
them
heard you.
where we're blocked, and then you chime in and go, "Didn't you talk to someone at VidCon?"
I just
The
heard
fuck
you.
was
I just heard you
saying?
this time.
Well, I was just in the middle of.
Okay, well, continue.
That's like if a man
And
starts.
go ahead. Continue.
That's like if a man starts counting to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you interrupt. Aren't you going to start counting to 10 soon? Yeah, it was kind of at 5 and 6 when you interrupted, as a matter of fact.
This is why you drink.
Hold on. There's two things that come to mind. One, ladies and gentlemen, men, husbands, can you relate?
Women, keep them on their toes.
Can you sympathize? When they ask, tell them this is why we drink. With the sweet nectar of the gods going down and on the heels of the words that my wife just said, the words of one of the greatest philosophers of the 20th century comes to mind. Iceman from Bodfish, who looked at me across a crowded bar one night and said the immortal words, "Chicks, man. Chicks." I think no truer words have ever been spoken, and they fit perfectly this evening, do they not?
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Are you done?
I'm going to try to get on with the program here.
Oh, man,
you're
blowing
gonna-
hot air. Diane Dole Reed, good to hear you two tonight. 500 stars sent.
Thank you very much for the stars on Facebook. Do appreciate you guys. Hey, everybody put up the Chef John link again for Chef John. He needs the votes. Please, all the moderators everywhere, especially on Facebook, please put up the Chef John. Yes, Gen X Mom.
Jeff St. Pierre on Facebook. Wait, he says, I work at Shopify. What's the problem?
Oh, my God.
Jeff St. Pierre, you need to email
genxdad@genxtalks.com.
Sammy, make sure he gets
Sammy,
that.
you make sure you screenshot that guy. We can find him because it's been 6 months and we're just trying to, we want to be part of Shopify so bad and we just can't get there from here. We need some help with that. So if that St. Pierre dude is legit, genxdad@genxtalks. I answer my own email, genxdad@genxtalks.com. You send it to me. I'll get it. I'll get on the phone. We'll get on a Zoom call. You want to go to Discord? I will show you where we're stuck. And we've had 6 or 7 people try over the last 4 or 5 months, and we're dead in the water. Just so you know. That's where we're at. All right.
It's not that easy.
It probably is if you guys don't fuck it up. I think we're going to find out. Now, this is my prediction.
Oh, I think I did from the very beginning.
I think you did. Yeah, I think when you did,
I will take full
when you
responsibility for
fucked
that.
up the very first thing, I think everybody that came after you can't get past something you did
I totally agree.
because they keep saying that we're trying to impersonate this channel, that it's not ours, and I think it's because of something you did in the beginning. That's what I think.
Okay. So you converted Kenny Cab to being an extra tonight.
Far out, man.
He joined the ranks.
Hey, man, if you paid to join the ranks, you became an extra. All right. This one's on me. I lied. I tricked you. You joined. Now, if you're still in it next month, if you stick around, that's on you. I'm not that good.
Jeff St. Pierre is a solutions engineer for Shopify.
You know, that sweeter words have never been spoken to me in my time of need. A solutions expert.
No, engineer.
Oh, solution engineer.
Okay.
Good. I'm going to say the same thing as expert. You don't become
All
an
right,
engineer.
Sammy, that's your mission tonight.
Sammy, you
Get
got a
that
job to
email.
do, baby. Hook, line, and sinker that guy. Drag him over here. Put him on my front porch. That's what
Firewood Art says, it's not that we don't care. We just know you will give us the details when you know them.
Ooh, that was smooth. That was smooth for trying to get me to tell stuff about stuff that nobody seemed interested in. Nah, that was kind of like receiving a backhanded compliment in a way. I don't know if I believe that or not. Nice try, though. Nice
Okay.
pull.
All righty.
All right. we done?
Continue on. Yeah,
Okay.
You're welcome.
So we're getting close to the top of the hour, and I wanted to ask you guys something. I wonder if I should do this across the board. Do you have 3 gifts you could give away?
I do.
Okay. Now, this is going to require, because you're going to answer in the comment section. Answer in the comment section. Answer in the comment section.
How hard is this?
It's pretty simple.
Okay.
It's a simple one.
Okay.
I'm going to put up a picture, and you have to tell me what's going on.
And how is Facebook and everybody doing this?
Let me text the moderators. Let me text the moderators right now on the staff thread. Let me get that out of the way so they have the correct answer.
By the way, Chef John is now up to 4th place. We're reporting in.
See, Chef John was at 7th, and you guys clicked the link, you did the vote, and you got him up to 4th, right? Is that what you said, 4th?
Yeah, it's 4th.
He's already moved from 7th to 4th right now.
Okay, I have a question for everybody that's paying attention to this trivia.
Yeah.
Are they calling the phone or are they putting it in the comments? What are we doing tonight?
Put it in the comments, and that means Sammy Joe, the first one who has the right answer, and your call, you have the answer in the staff thread. Just put it in the Telegram staff thread. First one in the blue page in personal Facebook, whichever one you think is right, then tell them to email. Get their name and number, tell them, say, put your email to genxdad@genxtalks.com. You're the one, you won, you got the first. Go direct message them or whatever you have to do, okay? Sammy, you pick for Facebook Blue and Facebook Personal. Josh, you got Rumble? First guy that comes with the right answer on Rumble, then make sure they contact me and say where they're from. Say, this is Bob from Rumble. Josh said I got the right answer. Here's my email. We'll send you something. And Trippy's got Trippy and you guys got YouTube. All right. I'm going to show you a picture of something from my childhood, from school in my childhood. I cannot be the only person who knows what this is. I cannot be the only generation or the only school. Everybody across the country, I'm sure, maybe around the world, had this going on. But I'm going to show you the picture. I'm going to let you guys in the comment section tell us what it is. And if you're first, and don't blame us if you got slow internet service. I don't care. It's not my fucking problem. Comes up first on our screen, you get it. Okay? You get a prize. All right? Let me find it.
Why are they emailing you? They should be emailing me.
You really want to change it after I've already said it? You really want to?
But I'm just saying,
stop.
You getting it to me is like, whatever.
I'll get it to you. Jesus.
Yeah. Right.
You know what? I'm going to keep drinking tonight. All right, so let me go over to the pick section here.
Me outside right now.
I will whoop your ass, woman.
I will take you out.
I will raise up and lay hands on you.
I will wrestle you to the ground.
That's it. I'm done. I am so okay. Here comes your picture. Taking up a little bit of screen. Let me know what's going on in this scene. All I want to know is what it is. Moderators have discretion. Sammy Joe's the final authority in Facebook. Trippy, Josh Maddox, what's going on in this picture? Anybody? Anybody at all?
Houdini.
You're just gonna, you got it? You don't want to say it because it still may be, you think Houdini got it in YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
All right. If that's your final answer with Houdini, you guys got to know this. Tell me, I cannot be the only guy who knows what's going on here. I can't be. Now, I know a lot of you younger guys. I'm sure Trippy Pineapple and Josh Maddox, Sammy Joe, staff's going, what the fuck are they doing? Are they building something? What are they fucking doing? I know. I got you. But this is an old school thing from a long time ago. Even the Sun Valley Fox is like, well, we'd have been able to do that when we were in school, but we had stone tablets back in our day, and you couldn't do that very well with stone tablets. Well, I'm sorry, Sun Valley Fox, you can't play in this round because you don't know what the fuck's going on because you're so old you fell off your pet dinosaur and broke your wooden underwear. All right? All right, so here we go. That's it. Taking the picture down. Does anybody know what it was, what it is, what it shall be? Write it down. Do we have winners everywhere? Sammy, you're reporting in. Do we get winners in other places? Let's see. Yep. Pencil War, Pencil Fight. Those are all right.
Waiting for Sammy and Josh to check in on the staff thread.
Okay, well, waiting for Sammy. That was a big moment for Sammy to not fuck it up on Facebook.
Oh, let's see.
She's going to say, I was putting my kid to bed and I didn't see it.
Let me see if it's put in the sheets. They might have. Let's see.
We have winners. Put the winners in the sheets.
We have Facebook.
Okay, who won in Facebook?
Robert Lyons on the business page and Dan Daniel on the personal page.
Far out. You guys win a prize. Email either genxdad@genxtalks.com or genxmom@genxtalks.com. Send us an email. Let us know that you won and what the pencil thing, and just write what it is. We'll get you. Make sure you've included an address. We got to know where to send you stuff. So who won on YouTube?
Houdini.
And who won on Rumble?
It's not reporting in yet.
Whoa. What the fuck, Josh?
Oh, I just said it live. Did he do it on Rumble too?
Who?
Houdini.
You can't make the dude win twice. If he was that fast, he needs to be discounted.
Josh said you just said it live, so...
What?
Never mind. It's Houdini.
He won on both?
I'm assuming... That's what Josh said.
I didn't say the pencil fight thing till like 4 minutes after we posted the picture. I didn't say anything live.
Do you want to see have the next person on YouTube?
Well, that would be better. Josh should go to the very next person after Houdini and see who got it. That's what I would do, to be fair.
Okay, let me see. Let me go back. Stand by, citizen. Reporting. Checking it out. Looking.
Well, I can't see. Josh sent one in, but TJ Wrench. Josh says right here on the staff thread, he said TJ Wrench over on Rumble got it second.
Is that Houdini or is that the same TJ? Okay.
I don't know. It just said TJ Wrench. What the fuck do I know?
I don't know. You mess this up every single time.
I didn't. My part was so simple. I have the clever part of the program.
Insurmountable Cali Cat is the second one on YouTube. Cali Cat.
Why do we need to know that?
Because you told me to look up who was after Houdini.
On Rumble.
Oh my God, you are just
Why would I have you look up Houdini on YouTube? That's done.
Oh my God.
He just can't win twice. So we need the runner-up over on Rumble. Why in the fuck would
I'll tell you what.
Do you see what
the general may not be back on Thursday.
Oh my God. Does anybody register? Every guy out there is side-eyeing his chick going, and then looking to make sure he ain't going to get hit with a frying pan or a shoe.
Gifts for everybody. No, just kidding.
Gifts for everybody. Ah! Oh my God. I can't do this. I can't function in this world anymore. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's not right. All right, Houdini, member for 27 months, KJXCGs. I'm not posting or watching on Rumble.
Okay.
So...
Thank you, Houdini, for clearing that up.
Thank you, Houdini, for clearing that up. My man. Now we got some stuff squared away here.
TJ Wrench on Rumble, and we have Robert Lyons on Facebook Blue, and Dan Daniel on Facebook Personal.
And Houdini on YouTube. All right.
Whew, cleared that up.
Do you see why I don't like doing these things? Because they turn into a big fuck. They turn into a clusterfuck for no reason at all. That was so unnecessary. Oh.
Kevin Grimes has my back. I got your back on this one. I was sure he meant YouTube too. See, you're the one that messed it up. I wasn't the only one.
So maybe Kevin Grimes is just on his time of the month and he's synced up with you and you're both wacko. You ever think of that? Think you both got your pink hats on this month. How come it's not me? The one person out of 10,000 people does not justify what you've just done. I'm sorry. You and Kevin can go sit in the fucking woodshed.
Well, that's why I like the phone thing better. Everybody contacts one number. Just saying.
But then I can only give away one prize. But you want to do the call-in thing still.
I do.
Call-in number 5.
I want that so bad.
Okay, let's do that for Thursday. We'll give away some stuff Thursday. We'll do the phone number on air. We'll do the live on air thing. We'll do live callers, and we'll use the cell phone to call in to the program. We'll put you on the air, and if you got the answer, then we'll do it that way. That should be fun. We'll do that on Thursday. So, all right. Look, it's time to get out of here.
Hold on one second. I have things to say.
Well, excuse
Michael
me.
Callahan on Facebook. Take 2 shots back to back. Brother, please. 500 stars sent.
Take 2 shots for $5. I'll take one.
Sean MacArthur on Facebook. You raise the kids well. No kid is an instruction manual. It's from scratch. You raise the kids well. Oh, he said repeat it again. 200 stars.
Sean ain't forgetting.
Let me see. Kenny Cab, $2 with that swig of Jack. Charlie Daniels vibes.
Charlie Daniels vibes. Yeah. Do I kind of look like him when he got older? I do kind of look like Charlie Daniels, huh? I can't.
Oh, please.
I can't. What?
Sweets. $2 hoe is Two Bear?
She's right again. I didn't even tell anybody. I didn't even tell you guys. I didn't tell staff. I didn't tell anybody. How does she know the $2? I think she has access to our Streamlabs account. I think she can look and see who we picked because that's amazing. She's like on the day she's here and on the day she guesses, I think she's 8 in a row, 8 for 8 right now.
Wow.
That's fucking amazing.
Jeff St. Pierre from Shopify said, just sent an email. So you have to check.
Far out, my
Lester
man.
Smith on Facebook Blue, want to support you, but don't know how to send stars. New subscriber.
You can't on Blue. We are banned on Blue, and they won't tell us why from sending stars on personal. We can get them. But there's also some people, we put up the PayPal link. The PayPal link should be on all the platforms. A lot of people like to send PayPal because then Facebook doesn't get a cut. YouTube doesn't get a cut. It comes directly to us. We put that up there for convenience. I don't know if it's on Facebook Blue. It should be. Trippy Pineapple or Sammy Joe can put that out there for you. But thank you for even considering helping us out. That's a huge thing just to even be considered. We appreciate it. We really do. All right. Are you done? Are you done reading between the sheets now?
Well, I'm done reading, but I'm not done with you.
As soon as this program's over, I swear to Christ Almighty.
You and me outside.
Yep.
That's right.
I will roll up my sleeves and teach you what for.
Somebody's going in the pool.
All right, listen, I got to get out of here, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you had an hour of your evening to waste, I'm glad you chose to waste it with Gen X Talks. We had to get caught up on some stuff today. We touched on a few things, but Thursday's going to be a better show. More comedy, more interaction, more idiots from Florida doing things we can't believe. I'm sure it's on the horizon. Thank you once again for tuning in around the planet and all the donations. And her hand went up.
Bottom of the Glass Nation will be here on Thursday, 4th of July.
Bottom of the Glass Nation will be here Thursday on 4th of July. Not that you didn't just hear her say it in her microphone. Apparently, it only counts when I say it in my microphone. Anything else, or can I get back to my prologue?
Do your prologue.
Thank you. Thank you for
quick.
tuning in around the planet. Not sure where you're listening in from. AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps somewhere along the Armed Service Radio Network. We appreciate everything you guys do for us. We appreciate you tagging along. We wouldn't be anything without you guys. Never forget that. Number one, don't forget this, okay? Wherever you go, well, there you are. And number two, most importantly, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm out. All right, I'll spend some time in Discord. Anybody knows where Discord is? It's chat rooms, video chat rooms, like a big fucking Zoom call. Anybody, I'll go. You just got to give me 15 or 20 minutes. Let me grab something to eat. Let me grab some water. Let me reposition myself. I'll be there. We'll go to Discord. We'll hang out for a little bit. Trippy Pineapple has deemed it so. Discord, 15, 20 minutes. I'll see you there. Where's the fucking button now? God damn it.